What's going on, guys? It's Jake. First of all, what do you think of this? So I kind of wanted to have more of like a set sort of thing because I wanted my background to look cooler, and I think it looks kind of cool so far. I still have the poster and the couple of Beyblades on the wall. I still need to fix the poster because it's so shiny you can't really see anything, and I need to get a new poster. But I had this whole like table of Beyblades set up now, and then I have the lights in the back, and I still gotta put something like right there. Am I looking up? Like right there, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking like my logo, but it glows. I don't know. I just thought that'd be cool. But what do you guys think? I think this looks much better. Anyways, guys, let's just get on to the point of today's video, which is gonna be, I guess, kind of a wish list for things that I would like to see in the next season of Beyblade Burst. So, let's get right into it. Before we get into the wish list, we're going to take a little bit of a look at our sponsor for the video, and that is eWin Racing. eWin actually makes some pretty affordable gaming-oriented chairs, such as the chair I have right in the background. I've had two of their chairs already, and they've both been completely amazing. I got the second one not because I needed a replacement, but because they just wanted to send me one. So overall, pretty awesome, and I would definitely go and take a look if you're in the market to get yourself a cool gamer-oriented chair. They have a bunch of different lines, bunch of different colors, bunch of different sizes. So if you're smaller or taller, they have different sizes for that. So I would definitely go and check them out. I'll have their link in the description below. So now to get on with the topic of today's video, what do I want to see in the next season of Burst? Well, first, we have to look at the already kind of sort of confirmed bays that are going to be coming out. And they're not bays, but more like releases. But first, we have, we have B133. That's kind of where it kicks off. The Deluxe Starter, which is interesting for B133, and it's a balanced type, which everyone, including me, is assuming is going to be a brand new Achilles, which would, make sense. And it's also interesting, guys, that it's a Deluxe Starter. And I don't think that we've had a Deluxe Starter since the very first season of Burst. And it was a starter that came with Valkyrie, and there was one with Spriggan, and then it came with the Bay pointer thing. Remember that? Remember when Takara Tomy actually cared about that? Yeah, that's what made it deluxe. But I don't think we've had a deluxe starter since then. All of the starters recently have just had proto launchers. So this could mean that we could be getting maybe a new Bay pointer, sort of. But I doubt it. We're probably just going to be getting a reworked launcher that has some cool new element to it. But guys, the other releases is a booster defense type, and then a booster attack type. And I was saying in an earlier video that this booster attack type could possibly be a new Valkyrie, and then the defense type could be a new Fornius. Some people think that this could be Dead Hades or Dead Phoenix. I doubt it. I feel like if we do get a Dead Phoenix, it will be in Chozetsu, not in the next season. So I don't really know. It's kind of interesting. But just to talk about what I would like to see, I would like to see them stop making the layers bigger, which I don't know if you've noticed, which I'm sure you have, from single layers, Valkyrie V1, Spriggan S1, to the newer line. The bays have just gotten bigger and bigger, and I don't know, I feel like there's a limit to how big they could be. Geist Fafnir, guys, is huge. Especially on a regular driver, it's just able to tip because it's so wide. So I'd like them to stop making the bays wider, but instead focus a little bit more on what makes it up. For example, we've been getting a bunch of new gimmicks for layers. Buster Excalibur, sword pops out. Dead Hades doesn't have one. The new Valkyrie has a burst stopper, and then the red wings that pop out. So overall, layers have a lot of gimmicks, and that's kind of cool. But what we haven't really seen anything special of is drivers and discs. There have been a couple of discs like Polish and the new one that comes on the new Valkyrie that look a little bit different. And then for drivers is something that they've just really not done too much with. We've gotten mode changing drivers, but that's really it. They've kind of stayed the same, and then a lot of newer bays that are coming out are actually using Dash or Prime drivers, which are just old drivers kind of remade. So I have an idea. I would like them, maybe not for all the bays, but for at least one major one, combine the disc and the driver into one piece. And then have that one piece act as like a engine gear. And if you don't know what engine gears are, in the original series of Beyblade, towards the later part of the series, they had engine gears, which you're able to wind up, and during the battle, if the bay makes a collision, or they collide at a certain way, then the engine gear will go off, and that'll change up the battle, whether by making it more aggressive, or just doing something. I would like to see that in Burst at least once. I don't know, I just thought that that'd be kind of a cool idea, I guess, but because we've never really had it. I don't think we even had it back in the Metal series, so it'd be cool to have in Burst, at least on one bay. I want to see how it works. I mean, they're doing a Beyblade with a suction cup, so I'm pretty sure they could do an engine gear. The next thing that I would like to see, and it doesn't really have to do with the actual Beyblades, but more the show, I would like to see their new and old characters stay relevant. Now, what I mean by that, Louis really has not been seen since like episode 15. And even then, his character was just kind of weak. And he was built up to be the strongest character season 1, season 2. And then season 3, Chozetsu, they kind of just went like that. What? Free's introduction hasn't been too bad. Pretty strong. Although you had him use his special abilities against Iga right out of the gate, and he kind of just shows off all of his power right out of the gate. And then in the newest episode, he's destroying Vault because Vault got his new Beyblade. But then as soon as Vault kind of fully discovers what his Beyblade is capable of, he kind of just easily beats Free. So Free is kind of being pushed out as well. Same with Shu. Who knows what'll happen with Shu? I mean, it's Shu. He's a really important character, so I doubt they're going to do it to him. But what if whenever he gets his new Spriggan, he has it, he goes full power and still loses, and is only in a couple of episodes? That would be super lame. And that's just their old characters. Let's look at the new ones. Ranjiro is completely irrelevant. He loses every single battle. He's garbage. Fubuki, he's getting more interesting now because he's tied to Shu, but besides him being kind of like Shu in the beginning, he's been losing like every battle. He kind of sucks. Suo, we never really see anymore. Hoi, we don't really see anymore. All these new characters that they're putting in the show are just kind of irrelevant. I would definitely like to see at least Fubuki kind of become more and more like Shu and develop and actually be able to challenge Iga, because as of right now, he's a Shu-like character that has none of the same power, which just kind of sucks. Now, the final thing that I would like to see, and this isn't coming from Takara Tomy, this is actually kind of a message to Hasbro. Now, I know Hasbro works super close with Takara Tomy and D-Rights, and over here is Sunrights. They do like the marketing and TV stuff, whatever. And Hasbro works really closely with those companies, and I feel like whenever Chozetsu rolled around, they kind of just separated. I don't know why, because Hasbro was following Takara Tomy, and now that for Turbo, it just separated and kind of did its own thing. I would like to see the next season, if Hasbro even brings it, who knows. I would like to see them kind of evolve Turbo a little bit. I don't want them to just drop the gimmick and start something new. But if they do, then they need to go full on metal, redo Z Achilles, redo Wonder Valtryek to have metal on them if they're going to do it that way. If not, I would like to see them continue the Slingshot gimmick, but kind of try harder on it so that it works a little bit better. Also, don't make your mainline Beyblades really bad. like Z Achilles A4, fun to use, but has some of the worst slopes I have ever seen. So hopefully they can kind of fix the balancing with it. But anyways, guys, that has been a video about what I want to see in the upcoming series of Beyblade Burst. Whether it's a new things, I've heard some people calling it like Beyblade Burst Chozetsu Kiwami. I don't know. I don't really know. It'll most likely be a follow-up to Chozetsu. But I don't know. Just tell me, guys, what do you think is going to be in the next series of Beyblade Burst? What do you want to see? Anyways, it's been me, Jake. If you like this video, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and just share this video to all your friends and all your family. You suck. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit subscribe, hit the like button, turn on notifications. That would be really, really helpful. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Have fun and bay away.